hand, a Monkey Dory, nothing else. That is going to be very, very rough. Gabriel already had fantastic start. Wow, just has Rare Candy Pidgeot in hand, has the TM Evo, has the Lily's determination.
Zero card hand Lily?
No. He did put cards back, but I mean, you could not handpick better cards as a Charizard player in one of your most favorable matchups at this point in time. You could even have like a backup Pidgeot. Yeah, the Pidgeot DX, one of the Pidgeot DXs is priced, but that's okay. The first one is already a tough thing to take down.
Yes, now Gabriel Fernandez has access to everything he wants in the deck. One of the most powerful Stage 2 Pokemon I think we have printed, Pidgeot EX. That's great to see. Now can we get a Charmander with the TM Evo already attached? Almost just guarantees that Gabriel Fernandez should be able to set up.
Yeah, he got all of this before exhausting the quick search ability, right? So whatever piece he's missing, he could just go right out. And the only thing he's really missing is energy. If he gets anything else, which we see, I think 3 energies in hand. So what else could you possibly want? You could just grab another Charmander. There's 1 Charmeleon prize, so maybe not quite. Possibly a Boss's Orders, try to chase down something. Immediately just grab the Charizard for next turn, or grab a more versatile card like Arvin.
I like this problem. Using the Pidgeot because you don't need anything really right now. So
Generally, yes.
Let's just grab something for the future. Quick search, so powerful. But yeah, let's grab something for the future. What did he grab? Was it the Charizard EX for later?
No, I think it was an Arvin. And Arvin means you get a lot of flexibility, right? You need a Charizard, you can grab an Ultra Ball. You need a Rare Candy, you can go grab it, right? So it's a very versatile card as we see the Technical Machine Evolution. Getting that Pidgeotto and the Charmeleon into play immediately with the Pidgeot already active. And no help off the top for Sebastian.
It was just a Lily's Clefairy. Not too good here. There's no
Lily card you want to see.
Yes, let's make the Clefairy find its trainer there, and I'm sure it's determined. But yeah, that means Sebastian is just gonna take another turn off. We'll be able to use the Artizone though.
Yeah, I mean, could get Frillish, could item lock, perhaps. Maybe would have liked to see the Psychic attachment on the Monkey Dory instead of the Dark. I guarantee I get another Psychic into a discard pile. But I mean, with a Pidgeot, a Pidgeotto, and a Charmeleon down, what is Frillish even doing? Like, it's just, sure, I don't get to play item cards. I don't need to play item cards.
It's 20 damage, but it's not Frillish that hits the board, actually. It's going to be the Scream Tail, which is also heavily hampered, again, with that Shaman. Even if you power it up, all you can hit is this Charmander in the active. But
explica pra nós que somos posers de TCG.
Yeah.
Why?
Slap for 30, I mean, is that extra 10 damage better than...
Não, o bagulho ali da partida.
With the item lock, probably, I mean, I don't even know. We could also Mind Bend, which doesn't KO the Charizard. We have another Monkey Dory in hand. We could bench that, attach to that, preemptively preparing for the incoming Charizard, and then we respond with a Mind Bend. Gabriel already has the Jet Energy in his hand, I'm pretty sure. So it's like that's also, Sebastian doesn't know it, but that is also inconsequential.
Yes, but right now, just energy attachment there on the Monkey Dory. Could be a Mind Bend. Could be a retreat too, just to get an energy to the discard pile. Could even retreat to the Clefairy. That can technically eat a hit. But nope, it is going to be that Mind Bend, 60 damage on the Charmander, and we're going to flip it around because it's a little confused.
Pretty sure that Charmander is immediately going to be moving, so confusion won't matter too much. I think Gabriel at this point just needs to play it super ultra safe. Yeah, the one thing he knows, he doesn't know exactly what's in Sebastian's hand. He knows exactly what isn't available for Sebastian. There's no Technical Machine Evolution. There's no Secret Box. There's no support dirt whatsoever. As we see the Arvin get played for another Rare Candy, the Technical Machine Evolution as well. And probably for Ultra Ball discard, I'm guessing we're not going to be trying to Technical Machine Evolution into a Charizard for sure.
Ooh, yeah, that Arvin for the Rare Candy is going to signify that Gabriel Fernandez is going to be able to set up a Charizard in the active fairly easily, and still have the Charmeleon in the bench. He could evolve. So that's the ideal board. I can't think of a better board for Gabriel than literally what's on here right now. Even you have a Charmeleon and the Pidgeotto.
Yeah, I mean, if the Pidgeotto was a Pidgeot, that's your perfect board, right? But if we get a Mist Energy onto this Charizard and then evolve this Charmeleon into a Charizard, that means we are also protected from pretty much most of the technical machine evolution plays that could happen, especially the Mist Energy Charizard. I mean, the Mist could go onto either option. But at this point, you're so far ahead in terms of board setup. You're not ahead of prices, but your board is so much better developed than Sebastian that it's just like I said, just play it safe. You have a huge advantage. Just make sure you always keep that advantage. No matter how the game plays out, you end up a winner because of that huge advantage that you get to maintain.
I like it. As the energy attachment there. Oh, it's going to be the energy attachment of the Mist into the active just to protect it. I believe it also protects it from more Mind Bend shenanigans just in case. But, I mean, without a Gardevoir, you can't even accelerate energy onto a Monkey Dory. It's looking grim. Even if Sebastian had a more ideal board.
I think this is going to be a test of Lily's determination. How determined is she to come to the very top and give Sebastian some help? Because otherwise, I'm not sure we're going to be seeing much of this game at this point. I mean, sure, like you can make the game last 6 turns. That's for sure, right? We have Artisan. There's already 3 single-price Pokemon. There's another Monkey Dory in the hand.
And here it is.
Counter Catcher. Very underwhelming. We were both deflated with the top deck.
I wanted to get excited a bit. I wanted to believe here. But Counter Catcher, you can stall maybe the Shaman into the active, but that forces something off your opponent, but it's not important.
I think we're going to collect Quancho. We're going to collect an extra card, get closer to something of a use. This is something I know everyone does. I'm sure you do it as well. Whenever you're like in this rough spot and you're wondering if shuffling your deck is correct, or like you're thinning an extra card, making sure you increase your chances as much as possible, but then you go ahead and check your top deck just to see what would have been, right? The what if.
Oh no, are you gonna tell me, Pablo, that he looked at the deck and it was Lily's on top?
I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell what the card was, but I could tell that he went and looked at what the card was. So, and that's something that I'm sure we all do at some point.
The what if.
All right, big collect here. Gabriel shuffling the deck very thoroughly. And it was Lily, my goodness. All right. The friendly shuffle from Gabriel. Very, very nice.
So there is potential. There is potential. Yes, Gardevoir is going to go down a couple of prize cards, but that's something Gardevoir is used to happening.
Yes.
It does love to play from behind. But against Charizard EX, how much far behind can you really be? Like, can you give it?
I mean, so the biggest problem is, like, in order to play defensive, you need to have your opponent miss a few turns sometimes, right? Like, at the very least one, where you get a little bit of breathing room, you get to continue to stabilize, continue to develop your board, but with no real liabilities right here. You bring up the Charmeleon, it evolves, keeps KOing. You bring up the Shaman, it retreats, you keep getting KO'd. You confuse something, which cannot be the Charizard, you have Jet Energy, you keep KOing. So Gabriel has, like, unless he gets overzealous, right? He overbenches, he places something in the last spot that he really doesn't need to, leaves himself open for a possible stall play. Pretty sure Gabriel just needs to play it safe, maintain his advantage, and continue applying the pressure.
Watch him drop Gouging Fire just because, just because.
Just to please you. Just to please the crowd.
No, but Arvin being played there, grabbing the Ultra Ball, so maybe we could establish either the second Charizard or the second Pidgeot. Maybe just thin the hand out of cards that he doesn't need.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel like Gabriel's setup is so good that these quick searches are even surplus, right?
Unfortunately, you can't fail it because there's always cards in the deck.
Yeah. Now, the second Pidgeot is priced. I definitely don't think it's a big deal. Sebastian won't be applying enough pressure anytime soon. And Gabriel just going out of his way, like I said, playing it super safe. Mist Energy on the Pidgeot. the one that got rare candied into play, that means technical machine devolution is completely denied from affecting Gabriel, right? And if you can have Pidgeot online for the whole game, that's the dream, right? What card do you need? I just go grab it. That's perfect. And Serendipity hits the board. That's perfectly fine to do in case Sebastian somehow manages to get a knockout next turn, or in case he wants to try to stall. Either Shaman or Serendipity have a 1 retreat cost. It's no big deal.
Ooh, that's a lot of support. All these Pokemon are here. That Shaman, the Pidgeot, and the Serendipity. They're all here to support this Charizard EX, and it is very safe here. As Sebastian, again, we know he has the Lily hand. Stuff can happen here.
Yeah, the game can continue. Whether Sebastian has a chance to win the game, that's a whole other question, right? Any attempt at trying to slow down Gabriel is almost immediately counteracted by the fact that he has Pidgeot EX, which is a counter catcher onto a Charmeleon. Maybe the hope is that the second copy of Charizard EX is prized. Maybe there's one too many Fire Energy prize. There is one, but there's still another one left over for Gabriel to attack. No problem, have 2 Charizards set up. Sure, one wouldn't have the protection of the Mist Energy, and that means maybe it's a little susceptible to the Monkey Dory, but Gabriel has enough of an advantage to where he can comfortably Professor Turo, comfortably recover the resources, and it's no big deal.
Big Lily here. Again, Sebastian last minute has not been able to take a prize cards. That means he draws the full 8, and I'm sure he's looking for so many combo pieces. He needs a rare candy, a Gardevoir, a Darkness Energy on the Monkey Dory, more energies to discard potentially. This 8, there's a lot riding on this 8. A lot of pressure here. First supporter to be played even for Sebastian. Let's see it.
I wonder if we're due Juancho for like a mediocre game from one side for Sebastian, mediocre game from Gabriel the next one, and then a fantastic game 3 like we saw in top 8.
Hey, these 8 cards were really good though. I saw the Earthen Vessel for 2 energies, plus the Ultra Ball. There's a rare candy as well.
Right.
So this Charmeleon could go down, leaving Gabriel Fernandez with 1 Charizard potentially. That could be very important.
We could also, we can still use Screamtail. We cannot KO Pidgeotto, but we can, or Shaman itself, but we can attack any of the other EXs because Shaman doesn't protect rule box Pokemon. That's I can't tell you how many times I've seen people just be like, for example, the Grimmsnarl residual damage, they'll just be like, oh no, there's Shaman. So they don't even place it anywhere, which sometimes, yeah, it's like, because I've definitely forgotten myself sometimes that that Shaman doesn't protect these rule box Pokemon.
Have you ever gone through the chain of, oh, I'm going to hit the Charizard EX on the bench?
I have also done
I have a Shaman. Oh,
yes.
Nope, but it's an EX. Oh, wait, nope, it's a Terra.
It's a Terra. I mean, we saw it in the finals last weekend in Vegas, right? Starmanitan attacked, and 90 damage was placed on a benched Cornerstone Ogerpon. It's something that I think is easy to miss. Now, Sebastian now has some semblance of a powerful board, but is missing that big attacker, all right? The Enamorous that that I was predicting. There's no Psychic type Pokemon, so it wouldn't be very effective here, but Drifloon, right? The lack of Drifloon is definitely noticeable here. The big focus on the item lock and the disruption, and I think that's where Pedro was already in the finals. That could be his saving grace. That could be the differential factor in case he ends up facing against Gabriel in the finals. But yeah, I mean, another rare candy Gardevoir drawn, I think.
Yeah, if there was a second Ralts, we'd have a second Gardevoir EX, a second Ralts that was not placed this turn.
Oh yeah, true.
But right now, of course, there's only one Pokemon really to go to. You don't want to attack with a Monkey Dory. You don't want to attack with a Ralts. It's only the Screamtail. But Screamtail should be enough. Again, taking a knockout here, that is at least 1 prize card, taking out a Stage 1 Pokemon. The only Charmeleon, actually, in Gabriel Fernandez's board and deck, because the other one is prized.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. We can attack the active. We can also preemptively attack the Serendipity, force Gabriel to utilize the Professor Turo, and then maybe something else happens. Maybe preemptively attack the Pidgeot EX. Set up a 2-hit KO. Maybe deny the Pidgeot EX at some point for Gabriel, combined with an Iono, and that's how maybe you can piece some sort of semblance of a comeback at this stage. But these pauses that Sebastian is having, it's like he knows he's up against the ropes. He knows he's in a dire situation at this point in time. So we really need to figure out each and every step to make a comeback from this point onwards.
Yes, still has the Monkey Dory. Monkey Dory damage is going to be moved to the Charmeleon, putting 20 damage on it, leaving it with 80. So this Screen Tail is knocking out for just enough. 80 damage there. Sebastian Lashnet takes his first prize card here in the top 4 of LAIC as we move it back now to Gabriel with still a very commanding board. Can even attack with a Pidgeot if he wanted to, but...
Now, I really want to highlight how the fact that Sebastian did the knockout this way by using Monkey Dory 20 damage and only putting 40 damage on the Scream Tail, that means that he's done his homework. He knows Gabriel plays Monkey Dory, right? And there is some residual damage over here on the Charizard. So, if Sebastian had attached 3 energy to the Scream Tail and just dealt the damage to the Charmeleon and utilized the Monkey Dory to place the damage elsewhere, that could come back to bite him if the Monkey Dory gets played with the energy and the Scream Tail is KO'd, plus a boss's orders perhaps on a Gardevoir or something along those lines.
That is an amazing point. A little dance that you have to do to keep your Scream Tail on the board. You see that a lot in the Gardevoir decks. You want to make sure that, you don't get knocked out. You don't give a multi-prize turn, as Gabriel benches another Charmander just because we need more on the board, just in case the active one does go down. And quick search here. What do you think is missing, though, for Gabriel? What could he want from the deck?
I mean, preemptively grabbing Rare Candy in case there is something that Gabriel doesn't know about that could knock out the Charizard. It does have 270 HP. I don't know if there is a way to get to that number with like double Monkey Dory and a Bravery Charm Scream Tail of some sort. I don't think so, but I might be missing something.
Well, how about that ace spec?
Yeah.
He mentioned it earlier. Unfair Stamp is the best ace spec in the game. Boss's orders here knocks out potentially the Fezandipity or the Gardevoir EX. Gabriel Fernandez actually at 4 prize cards, so that's going to be a 2-2 line. But instead, going for the Monkey Dory.
Yeah.
Tell us about this play, Pablo.
It's not about the prizes all the time, right? Once again, it's playing safe, right? Your opponent has a Gardevoir, your opponent has a Fezandipity, that's fine. If your opponent doesn't have Monkey Dory, they can't really threaten many things. They can't cheat out essentially extra prize cards on any of these Pokemon. They can't set up any sort of TM Devo plays, at least not very effectively. We can also do this KO very safely with the Pidgeot EX, not exposing our Charizard extra damage. If Pidgeot tanks a hit here and then the Scream Tail is dealt with, then Pidgeot EX acts like extra HP for your Charizard EX anyways. And if you have powered up Charizards, you can just keep attacking every single turn. You're gonna win the game.
Greatly put, Pablo. Just gonna add that the energy attached on the Pidgeotto was a darkness energy as well, so it's not even competing with the fire energies needed for the Charizard. So that is such an efficient Pidgeot.
We're gonna see that on first stamp. Not going to be as unfair as it could be because the Fezandipity will be there. 2 cards plus the card return. Plus Fezandipity will immediately give Sebastian a 6-card hand to work with, and whatever resources extra he can find off of those. Gets to keep the Gardevoir in play, no problem. And yeah, I mean, I think everyone's first instinct is to go after the Gardevoir or the Fezandipity, including myself. Gabriel taking a different route, doesn't care that those cards are there, just doesn't want Sebastian to find ways to get extra prize cards during their turn whilst the active is getting pummeled.
Something of note, too, is that maybe Gabriel just really wanted to attack with this Pidgeot EX. 120 damage, but the effect of Blustery Wind is also removing the stadium in play. So not only is he taking out something like the Monkey Dory, he prevents Sebastian from getting a second Monkey Dory easily, right, with the Artisan.
Iono off the 2 cards for Sebastian. Not too many great cards overall for Gabriel, who also has access to Fezandipity as well. Now he has tons of options to play with, also has a fire energy as well. And there you go. We get the knockout. Artisan gets taken away, and now getting whatever other potential attacker or an extra Monkey Dory, like you mentioned, Pancho, is now out of commission. And I mean, maybe the way to knock out the Charizard was with the Mew EX that Sebastian just top decked, but because it's sitting pretty on the bench, it's also out of range, along with the Monkey Dory bonus damage that he now has to set up on top of everything.
Yes, a little bit more to combo together, but maybe Mew can help himself out. Restart, getting 2 extra cards here. Not too bad, but what is that last card in hand?
Iono.
Is it playable? Oh,
it's Iono. Yeah,
Iono
so
first.
You can see how he was debating, like, if he drew the 2 cards and they're not immediately playable, they're also useful, then they would just go to the bottom of the deck. So not choosing to restart, saving that for after the Iono, see if he can actually get some use out of it. The answer is probably no, now that we're gonna use Festivity and we have 8 total cards in our hand. To wonder what exactly Sebastian could be looking for at this stage. We can't KO Festivity because there's no double Monkey Dory. We cannot reach the high numbers of both Pidgeot and Charizard EX's HP unless we use something like Mew to KO the Charizard. That requires a Monkey Dory, so like Sebastian can do many things. It's definitely not clear to me which ones exactly lead to a game-winning scenario for him.
So because of 60 damage on that Charizard, it does have 270 HP, and 3 prize cards have been taken from Gabriel.
Oh yeah.
So I believe the Mew EX just gets the knockout right off the bat.
You don't need Monkey Dory. You're completely right. Yeah, I thought we were 10 short.
Yeah. So all Sebastian is missing is something like the counter catcher.
Yeah, counter catcher would be the ideal card to find, and then your Mew can take down the Charizard. You know, one Rare Candy has been exhausted. Maybe there's a universe where because there's no Charmeleon, Gabriel doesn't have access to the other Rare Candy or can't piece out Rare Candy plus Charizard. Sometimes you just have to play towards hoping your opponent prized or doesn't have the combination of key cards that they need, right? That is your best hope. If they have them, sure, that's fine. You weren't winning anyways, but if they don't have them, all of a sudden you have a chance.
Ultra Ball was played there, grabbing the Kirlia, establishing that. Not too bad, maybe just trying to thin the deck, and the bench space is already full anyway with that Nest Ball, grabbing the Monkey Dory.
I don't know if we can go down enough cards at this point in time. I know there's a Darkness Energy, and I don't know if there were two or three support or six. There's 4 cards in hand. Yeah, 2 Iono, 1 Turo. We have the Darkness Energy, but we have nothing else. Like, we're definitely not finding Counter Catcher.
Yes, does retreat to the Screamtail, though. There is the option to knock out something like the Pheasantipity,
yeah,
you mentioned.
Yeah, the Pheasantipity is going to be going down here, utilizing the Monkey Dory damage. Screamtail is currently dealing 100 damage to that Pheasantipity, and there we go. Sebastian gets on the board, actually ties the prize race at this point in time, and does have the option of Mew to KO the Charizard. Is there a universe where we can maybe set up extra Monkey Dories and take that extra prize card somewhere down the line? Probably not. But yeah, I mean, Sebastian putting himself in the best position possible to walk away the winner of this game.
Yes, I mean, Gabriel is just really paying off, taking a knockout there on that Monkey Dory. Like you said, Sebastian needs to be able to get that prize during the middle of the turn, and with only 1 Monkey Dory established, that to knock out something like the Shaman, that takes 3 turns, 3 in-between turns, 3 Monkey Dory instances, and that can't happen in 2 turns.
Yeah, so closing out the game next turn, probably not on the board for Sebastian. Gabriel, however, has a pretty straightforward KO on the active. The Screamtail does have, I believe, 40 HP left, right? It has 100 on it. Therefore, it has 40 HP left, so it cannot be KO'd by a possible Monkey Dory, which would have been a way to just win the game, and the Monkey Dory is priced anyways. So yeah, we don't have access to that. But with Pidgeot finding boss, I think the biggest issue could be Gabriel loses the Charizard and he can't immediately get another one on board to close out the game. And this is where you have to like measure yourself between, do you go aggressive with boss? Do you go establish the Charmeleon, which he just did? So next turn he'll probably need boss plus Charizard to KO to take the last 2 prizes. And Sebastian probably will not be able to use Mew-EX or will be his last resort because otherwise he's just in a lot of trouble and the 2 prize Pokemon is just in the active.
Yeah, there's too many things to deal with, right? If only there was a way to knock out both the Charizard and the Pidgeot at the same time.
Oh, sure, Juancho. Anything else you'd like?
I mean, it would have been possible if it wasn't for those pesky mist energies.
Yes, the mist energies denying the technical machine. I mean, I think Sebastian already discarded the technical machine evolution, realizing that it's just not an option to win at this point in time.
But yes, but even then, too, there's not that much damage set up on the board. Even in the ideal world where there is no mist energy, that's still a lot of damage missing right now.
Right, Super puts back the Fezandipity into the deck. Gabriel knows he might require a multi-card combo next turn in order to close out the game, right? It's not going to be as simple as... okay, we're going to go boss KO the Mew. That makes total sense. That is the one threat. Now Gabriel goes down to 1 prize card remaining. There's a Charizard available and 2 Fire Energies. Yep, there we have it. Sebastian scoops it up and Gabriel wins game 1.
Yes, again, Gabriel Fernandez here showing why Charizard is something to fear. That board was terrifying. And again, I like the aggression of the boss. Going down on 1 prize card, what is your opponent going to do? If they deal with the Pidgeot on the bench, there's a Charizard that can They deal with the Charizard, Pidgeot can find another boss or another Charizard.
Tudo bem que Charizard contra Guard é
forte.
forte.
On board. You love being in that scenario.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, Sebastian could have played to the Charizard being the last prize card and Gabriel not having access to that. But if that were the case, Gabriel would not have played the Super Rod to put back the Fezandipity. So the actions that Gabriel took definitely showed that there was no way to win that game. So recap what happened here, Juancho.
A lot of Charizard action, just attacking with the Charizard, protecting the Charizard, having Pidgeot to pick out whatever Gabriel needed from the deck, and just, again, taking those 2 free prize cards because of Sebastian Lashmet's slower start, just got to attack twice for free, and then once Sebastian Lashmet got going, started attacking with the Pidgeot instead, protecting the Charizard on the bench, since Pidgeot was enough to take a knockout anyway, and gets rid of the Artisan Stadium.
And its attack cannot be copied against itself, right? Just like Charizard EXs can. So there was like multiple layers of benefits of choosing to attack with the Pidgeot over the Charizard. Energy resource management, Mew-EX protection. I generally am very impressed by how Gabriel just thought of every possibility that Sebastian could possibly have and shut them all down completely, which was combined with his immaculate draws.
Now, we're going to have to see here, though, in Game 2, if Sebastian Lashmet can turn things around. But Pablo, let me ask you, what do you think he needs to change? Like, what does he need to set up immediately to win this game?
I mean, he needs to not give mulligans and give Gabriel such a good starting hand, and also needs the Frillish. So, yeah, there we have it. Another double body puffin for Gabriel to start us off. And Sebastian on the other side does get the Frillish, does have an Iono in hand, which he's almost like not happy about it because he's gonna give Gabriel a new hand. But I mean, realistically, you don't know if Gabriel already has a supporter or not. There's a non-eventful turn 1 is not a clear indication that the hand is weak. And if Gabriel's under item lock, it doesn't matter if you give your opponent triple body puffin because they're not gonna be able to play it anyways.
Yes, just perfectly said, Pablo, as right now, energy attachment on the Frillish has some ball search in this Ultra Ball. A little pricey, though, discarding another Ultra Ball and the TM Evolution. TM Evolution, not a bad discard there, just because from here on out, I'm sure all Sebastian wants to do until he is set up is Oceanic Gloom. Keep the item lock up. But right now, let's take a look at the prize cards. A Lily prize there, so maybe that... I'm sure Sebastian wishes that Iono was prized instead and he had Lily in the hand. But anything else? Second Frillish is there. Monkey Dory. Earth Investment Super Rod. Some key things. Super Rod being prized. Sometimes, you know, you do lack in the resources, but there is 2 Night Stretchers. Maybe Earthen Vessel could be hard to discard more energies. What are your thoughts, Pablo?
I mean, I'm just mesmerized by how Sebastian is price checking. He does it very differently than most people. He'll, yeah, I mean, he instead of putting Pokemon to the front, energy to the back, he just puts like same cards and figures out exactly, okay, 3 rolls, 2 Kirlia, 2 Gardevoir. But yeah, the price cards, Frillish being priced, I think that's fine. You're probably not going to be relying on Jellicent at all throughout the game, or maybe not until the very end where you go look for like a big Team Devo play, shutting down items as well. That could be huge, but also very risky with that 2 times weakness to Dark types, and the fact that Gabriel plays 2 copies of Mist Energy also possibly protects him quite a bit from those possible plays. Countercatcher being, I think, the major card, as well as possibly the Super Run.
Luckily, it is down the middle, so at some point, Sebastian should be able to get access to those 2 cards. But, and, you know, you do want Super Rod near the middle of the game. But Countercatcher, we'll have to see. But yeah, right now, just an Ultra Ball for the Ralts. Yeah, Iono just has to get played here. Let's see what else Sebastian can put together.
Energia na Frillish.
For both players, Gabriel is drawing
na mesa,
nothing good. 2
deu
Charizard,
Psyduck, pra
a
6,
Pidgey,
6.
a Fire, and an Iono. Lost the Technical Machine Evolution that he would have liked to play. This would have been the hand that Gabriel drew
Caralho,
off of
2
his own
Zard,
Iono that he was going to play. So
mas sem
not a lot of help.
Harpinch.
He's probably grateful that he gets to see the next 6 cards of his deck. While Sebastian didn't draw too much, but doesn't need
bem
too
que
much,
ele
right? He just wants
não
to
quer
see
ir
a
rápido.
supporter for next turn. Make sure he doesn't
Bateu
overbench, doesn't get
então,
so
deu lock de item.
awkward on the bench, and has
Pesão
access
com
to better
energia,
cards
que
now.
será.
We have the patented Gabriel Fernandez Cruel Arrow getting prepared here, where with 2 fire energies in the prize cards, that's going to be a little bit more complicated to pull off this time around.
Luckily, it does need colorless energy, and Gabriel plays other energies besides the fire.
Bateu Artazon, botou ali amigo na mesa, Charmander Shine, brilhoso, dá nem pra ver direito, PJ, usa o PJ de 50 de vida mesmo, se foda.
Iono once again finding the
Foda esse PJ de 60 de vida.
Find the Charmeleon though. Or a TM Evo. Oh, the TM Evo was in the bottom, so there's no way we find that.
Yeah, there's only 1 copy then? No, there's 2 copies of TM Evo, so we could have found
Não
the
pode
other
dar
one.
item.
But yeah, I mean, it was definitely not found so far. We did find Artisan. We did find a few good pieces. We also have boss orders in case the Frillish becomes a Jellicent EX, and then we can give ourselves, set ourselves out of the item lock. This game, the Jellicent EX is available, and Sebastian might be tempted to go for a higher damage output, right, in order to take prizes. But that does give an opening to Gabriel in order to free himself from the item lock.
That almost doesn't seem worth it. Item lock is so good. Especially when your opponent only has a bunch of basic Pokemon with less than 70 HP.
Deixa eu tirar essa legenda automática aqui.
I'm going to have to disagree with, like, item lock is of course very good, right? But it's only as good as the amount of pressure that it applies. Because if you're 4-hit KOing a Charmander, you're 4-hit KOing the next Charmander, or 5-hit KOing a Charmeleon, that's 5 extra cards that your opponent will have in order to just find whatever he would want to do with item cards, right? He wants to evolve, finds the stage 1s, then the item lock is not that effective anymore. They have the stage 1s ready, you give them 5 turns to find a supporter, an Iono, or the stage 2 itself. All of a sudden, without that extra piece of damage, it's just not as powerful. But if you're item locking and taking a KO each and every turn, that's a lot of pressure.
Okay. Counter Pablo. What if we had the second Frillish?
O item lock batendo é forte. Item lock só por ser item lock.
Okay, but then what is that? It's higher
Cara vai
damage
pulando
output, right?
carta,
So
tá
it's all
ligado?
about the higher damage output that's actually applying pressure, because 20 by 20, we're not going to get very far.
I agree, Pablo.
Passou.
Right now, it is just going to be a
Armou
pass,
nesse passou por causa do item lock.
not
Né?
even going to Blazing Destruction his own stadium, because he
Pior que eu
still
nem
wants more
reparei.
Pokemon.
Tinha
Yeah,
na
yeah.
mão do Gabriel
Gabriel wants to
depois
get
da
more use out of the
Axel.
Artisan, knows that's probably Sebastian will not be able to counter it anytime soon. If he even can, I don't remember if he plays the other copy of the
Mais uma energia da Frillish 4.
all the
Que
way, so it's
coisa
going to be
boa.
available this whole
Deu
time.
Artazon de
And
novo.
unfortunately for Sebastian, no help in the hand. Once again, his own Iono betraying him.
Oh, Iono is a lie sometimes. And
Tats
right now, though, Tatsugiri hits the board. That's
vai tentar arranjar apoiador.
to have stuck in the active. Again, Tatsugiri with a track.
Retreat, bota Tatsugiri, vai dar Tatsu.
Find a supporter, find some help. Very, very powerful little fish.
Tatsu, vai olhar 6.
But maybe now we can find a new one. Sorry, top 6 cards, and there's a boss.
Foda que a boss ali não ajuda muito, né? Eu acho que ele vai querer uma Xera pra trocar a mão inteira. Mesmo que ele acabe ajudando o cara aí que você tenta jogar, né?
Once again, yeah, I mean, there is no pressure to play the Iono because Tatsugiri just gets 4-hit KO, right? And the longer this game drags on, it benefits Gabriel in 2 ways. He'll be able to find Pidgeotos, he'll be able to find Charmeleons perhaps, or he'll be able to just have a stronger setup and the timer going down. We do have extra time in Top Cut, but we don't have infinite time, right? And that game won, even though it didn't feel that way, because
ele pegou, mas ele pegou só pra dar o desante. Como o cara tá só batendo e passando, meu Deus, que morreu. Como o cara tá batendo e passando, ele vai bater mais 20 de novo pra o Gabriel. É vantajoso se ele tá montando mesa mais rápido, né? Já botou as 3 na coisa.
Yes, Pablo, and it was just a pass. Yes. I mean, Gabriel Fernandez opting not to
aí chegou num Pidgeot.
Yes, I could get 6 new cards, but I'm under item lock. I give my opponent 6 new cards, and he can use his items? That doesn't seem quite fair. As the attract customers finds the better customer with the Lily's determination.
Ah, Lily. O Lily é pesado, hein? Vai comprar 8.
So it should be a fresh 8, but... Oh, it looks like he put it in the discard pile, so it does signify that he was attempting to play it, but he wanted to use the Artazone first.
I mean, I think he just like instinctively grabbed it from the Tatsugiri and placed it there instead of in his hand. But yeah, all good.
Nervosismo. Ele colocou no descarte sem querer.
Little friends did find the Pidgeot.
Agora ele vai dar.
Closer to the Pidgeot, and if Pidgeot gets into play, everything is just going to start unraveling.
Realmente a mesa dele tá muito mais forte. Agora botou o Shenin pra não tomar calda bravo, possivelmente. Pelo menos não uns pequenos, né? E quando sobe a mesa.
Huge 8 cards here. We're going to give a thorough shuffle to the deck by Sebastian. Big 8 cards. 1 Pidgeot priced, so
bem melhor, porque agora ele troca a mão dele para mais perto, enquanto o cara ainda continua brincado com a mesma mão. E claramente ele tá meio brincado, né? Energia luminosa. Sério que ele vai botar Fezan pra frente pra começar a grade Fezan, se precisar? Ele tá cogitando essa opção.
Sebastian, no help at all. What is this? That's so many turns.
Tá ruim.
Like he's the one that's
mano, pior que pra brincar de guard desse jeito que ele brincou é muito triste. Parece um jogo meu quando eu jogava, cara. Tô até triste jogar. Ele ainda tá tentando travar o Gabriel pelo lock, né? Porque senão tava mais na bala ainda. Pô, dá pra ele jogar uma jato, subir o Fezan e bater 100 na mesa. Dá pra ele atrapalhar. Não sei se ele vai fazer isso, mas dá pra ele observar legal. Não, foram 2 porradas, isso mesmo. Não, foi 2. Tá certo também, pô. Os juízes estão comendo bronha aí, caralho. Os juízes estão comendo bronha essa porra. Eu imaginei, a Jet vai subir e ele vai bater 100 em qualquer lugar na mesa. Talvez no Freelish. Talvez no Freelish. Ele deu outra? Outra ali. Meu Deus, o guri tá on fire, filho. Enquanto um tá brincado, o outro dá com sequenciamento pra lidar com as coisas absurdas. Segunda Lily que veio.
You can easily deal with a Jellicent once you get a Charizard.
Vou ver Fezandip te atacar, velho. Caralho.
Can be a little complicated. Maybe you don't mind the Gardevoir and you just want to make sure you get to play Candies and Ultra Balls to just get your board.
Cara, eu matava o Freelish e seguia, velho.
Yeah, to be fair too, that Frillish has 3 energies attached to it. So if it does evolve to the Jellicent, just needs one more attachment to do that big 160 damage.
Ele pode até trabalhar para aquela Clefairy ali matar. Ui, Pidgeot, viado. Ai, fodeu. Ai, fodeu. Entra o Pidgeot na parada.
However, we have one copy of Gen Energy.
Acredito que ele vai pegar a Charmeleon ou duas.
We're finding these A-Spec grade level cards just every single turn exactly when we need them. This is...
Tell the script writers, Pablo.
I need to have a talk with them, for sure.
Right now, though, the birds are putting in the work. Who needs Charizard? This isn't a Charizard deck. This is a bird deck. It's Pheasantipity and Pidgeot.
And, yeah, I mean, I love how Gabriel even completely analyzes which Charmeleon is better, right? Do I want more HP? Do I need the ability to protect from possible technical machine devolution? One of my missed energies is already on the Pheasantipity, so that's gone. So
caralho, subiu o Charmander, eu tinha apanhado ainda, velho. Quer dizer, o Charmander, né?
Sure, my opponent doesn't have much, but he must have something.
Ah, ele resolveu matar o Haltz. Mano, ele comprou outro Haltz, velho. Ele tá muito fodido. Pô, mano, eu ficava depressivo nessa situação. Tá muito fodido.
Now, I really want to ask the question why we haven't played that Earthen Vessel to thin 2 cards out of the deck. It maximizes our chances. That Earthen Vessel has been there for a good amount of time.
So, I mean, o Calda veio na mão, pelo menos. Já tava ali. Não vai adiantar muito. Pra bateria nativo, né? Ou no Pidgeot.
Everyone always checks the top card. There was the Lily, so...
Maybe you think it's because... was an Iono played at some point? Maybe nothing useful.
Your hand is garbage. Your hand is absolute garbage. You have to give
Mas
yourself
pra bater de peso, né?
at least 2 turns. So your hand is garbage. Give yourself the best possible possibility to get going.
Are you sure Oceanic Gloom doesn't item lock yourself too?
And now we're playing it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can't item lock yourself when you have no items, right? Or you have one. Yeah, but. It's rough, yeah. I mean, Sebastian has had horrible luck in the first 2 games, and like maybe eventually he gets to
stuff. Agora pra matar o Pelos é uma opção, mas não sei se vale a pena.
There's a Pheasantipity staring you right down, gonna be sniping any rolls that hit the board. If you don't bench 2, then it's not even worth benching 1 whatsoever. We do have the nice stretcher, so we can bench 2 at this point in time.
Serão? Vai dar bench no Haltz?
Sebastian might have 1 more turn to top deck a Lily.
Tem que matar então, senão vai perder esse Haltz de novo.
The doors are closing, Juancho.
Yeah, it's the exact same scenario. Gabriel Fernandez is going to go up 2 prize cards before Sebastian do anything. That's not a position you want to be in when you're already... It's already such a tough matchup. Your Gardevoir can get knocked out easily by the Charizard EX. Your opponent can find anything they want from the deck. It's looking grim. Oh, wait. That's a knockout, Pablo.
All right.
Não, nocaute. Eu imaginei que ele ia pra nocaute. Foi o que eu pensei. Se ele não fosse pra nocaute, ele perderia mesmo que ele tá montando. Ele ia perder o Haltz, ia perder a coisa. Eu imaginei que ele ia pra nocaute.
But hey, it's the Lily we have. Lily's very EX. Full Moon Rondo, 20 plus 20 for each bench Pokemon, and with a full bench,
também.
Knockout on the Pheasantipity.
Todo mundo usa Multidor, né? Toma.
Technically in the lead.
Todo mundo.
Right. No more item lock. Pidgeot active. Charmeleon down.
Essa Clefairy é fácil levar.
At this point in time. Even Monkey
Se você botar um Zard aí, ela vai.
Save that Tatsugiri. Save, fully heal the Charmeleon. It's supposed to be Gardevoir that's using Monkey Dory, not Charizard.
Ooh, just flipping the script there, Gabriel Fernandez. But right now, does have an Arven to play.
Será que ele vai jogar alguma outra coisa? Vai buscar primeiro.
To leave this Charmeleon with the, the ability in play.
I mean, possibly, right? The Charmeleon is protected from technical machine devolution naturally.
Só tô assistindo hoje, hoje eu não vou jogar. Resolvi não jogar hoje, eu só vou assistir aqui, depois eu vou fechar.
That Charmeleon has never been safer on the bench.
It's sitting pretty there on the bench. It could sit there until a Devo comes out, potentially. But right now, trying to find a way to deal with this Lily should be fairly easy. It's just, we need a Charizard.
There it is. It's in the hand. We have an Arven, possibly grabbing that rare candy. All right.
Oh.
And we have the on first stamp. Okay, so you finally have a
Interessante dar uma carimbada, hein?
Guess what?
Agora sim, interessantíssimo. Dar carimbo e matar ele depois.
I don't think anyone expected on first stamp to make it all the way to the finals at LAIC.
Ué, carimbo? Traz gol carimbo, filho. Carimbo é bom.
Maybe stuff can still happen, but right
Zoa
now,
carimbo aí,
Charizard
boa.
EX with only 2 cards. All you have are a bunch of raws, a bunch of basic Pokemon, not even your main Gardevoir EX in play.
Nossa, ele vai pôr Evolution ali porque
What can happen?
ele não vai bater esse turno, ele só vai evoluir mesmo.
Situation here for Sebastian. He has these 2 cards have to be the world.
2 cards to work with, Juancho. I mean, I want to believe. I want to see a game 3. Things are not looking great for our Gardevoir hero. And I mean, I think, you know, when you walk into this matchup, you have like a natural disadvantage just based on the matchup itself, right? However, it's looking a little tough. Gabriel even has the counter catcher, doesn't mind that Clefairy. Really, I think, well, okay, we're gonna go after.
Sério, ele quer diminuir a rating de ele fazer guard.
Like Monkey Dory, Adrenaline, onto the other
justo.
rolls and play towards a Turo.
Achei que ele ia focar ali, porque aquela Clefairy vai bater forte, ó. Não mata o Zard, mas bate forte.
His deck is full of supporters, so we will give him that.
Have to see again. This is Gabriel Fernandez just really prioritizing board state over prize cards. It's so tempting to just take those 2, and it's the only Pokemon really hitting the board, doing damage anyway. But no, it's board state. Let's win on board. 2 cards here for Sebastian. I believe that was
Mamou! Nossa, mamou bonito. Tudo bem que ele pode jogar um pingentinho na Clefairy pra tancar mais, mas não adianta muito.
Alright, we see the retreat. We're gonna see that Adrenabrain usage onto the active. Okay, so just wants to heal his Pokemon, doesn't want to have any leftover damage.
Ele não quer deixar dano na mesa por causa do Munk, né? Ele não quer deixar dano na mesa pelo Munk.
Only 1 copy of Darkness Energy, so it would require Turo, and then Super.
Meu amigo, agora ele vai ter que realmente rezar pra tudo dar certo, velho. Senão esse Zard saiu muito na frente. Digo pela mesa, né? Porque por Pride ele saiu. Ui, ele já é decente, só que vai fazer o que agora? Tirou todas as energias pra recuar. Teve que gastar retreat.
Even with a Bravery Charm's not going to protect it from something like Charizard EX. Sebastian just thinking.
Charizard já tá batendo 240 já, filho. Mesmo com pingente, essa Clefairy morre.
Double Dark Energy with no damage to move at all.
Did you see the other card, Juancho?
Ok. Pegou outro route pra tentar eventualmente uma Gardevoir, né?
Okay, so not a lot of help here. We're gonna full Moon Rondo again. That was not.
Sei não, eu acho que a final vai ser 2BR mesmo. Gabriel tá jogando.
Seeing a full Moon Rondo KO.
Tá bem na vantagem pra ele.
Back-to-back full Moon Rondo attack.
A mesa tá bem feita. Vantagem do mão também, né?
But yeah, I mean, Sebastian
just what
the game is allowing him to do, right? Very, very sad to see only 1 supporter right here, and the Iono essentially working against him.
20.
Again, 6 is not as much as 8, unfortunately. Gabriel Fernandez has a lot, has the Arven, has rare candies in hand.
Cara, pra ter um atacante válido bom, tem que ter uma energia psíquica no Monkidor e ele bater Mind Band, senão não rola nada. Ou tem que vir um apoiador pro Sebastian trocar a mão dele, porque ele tá foda. Tem uma Dialicente e tem um Pingente na mão, né? Ah não, Pingente ele descartou. É uma Dialicente e uma energia Dart. Jesus, tá muito na bosta. Não tá muito na bosta. Não tá pouco, não.
Play it safe, Juancho. Just grab your Charmeleon, grab your Mist Energies. Make sure you have resources to keep applying pressure, keep attacking. Mist
Pra fazer
Energy,
normal.
one of the Mist Energies is now gone from that Festivity KO'd. There is another copy available for sure somewhere in the deck. Maybe you want that on your Pidgeot, maybe you want it on your Charmeleon. That way the 100 HP Charmeleon gets the protection of the ability Charmeleon, and with the Shaman, there's no way you deal with that unless you bring it up with Counter Catcher. But yeah, I mean, I think as long as Gabriel can keep attacking every single turn from this point onwards, I can't imagine a world where he loses this match. So just make sure you can do that and you're completely fine. That's why you prioritize healing your Pokemon.
Pensa a mesma coisa, aí tá muito vantajoso pra ele.
Yes. Keep
Tá muito vantajoso pra ele.
That knockout put Gabriel Fernandez back to even in any case.
Difícil
And then now
perder.
should be able to knock out the Lilies Clefairy, going down to 2. And even
Nossa, tem dois Pelos no deck, é?
which he needs.
Pô, aquele Pesan sumiu do jogo. Ah, ele recuperou, né? Aquele Pesanite morreu.
Now we're gonna think things through with the Monkey Berry and Drain. Do we heal our Tatsugiri? Do we heal our Charizard? I mean, at this point, with very little potential damage output from Sebastian, even if we see like a very handy Charizard attack, I kind of like healing the active as well. Saving that Tatsugiri makes sense. Force your opponent to have double Adrenabrain if they want to get that KO on the bench. Sebastian,
será que vai de Jelly? Jelly? Ah, legal. Compra duas, né? Na pior das hipóteses. Compra duas. O problema é, não ganha. Essa Jellicent não pode entrar. Muito tarde pra ela entrar.
Maybe the hope is just that, you know, Gabriel Fernandez does only play 2 Charizard EX, evolve into
Sério?
knock out the active.
Nossa, mas meteu muito louco, velho. Eu ia ver ele. Tá, é o existe um mundo que ele joga. Você vai ter que jogar por tudo que ele puder agora. Porque senão esse Zard aí vai comer o poder.
The Charmeleon did not get the Mist Energy, therefore it would go down to a Charmander. The Pidgeot would be safe, right? However, either you quick search for boss or you quick search for rare candy unless you draw one, of course. And you do have Tatsugiri to help you find the boss, but I mean, it does get it, okay? So Sebastian will take a prize card here and will deny the Charizard at least, like not permanently, but perhaps we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Existe um mundo onde realmente agora com essa Devolution ele volta bastante coisa aí. Nocaute.
I like it, just the flick. Oh, was there no Mist Energy dedicated?
No, he didn't go for the Mist Energy. There's no Mist Energy right here, so Charmeleon, nope.
Yeah, but luckily, again, Pidgeot.
Cara, agora é a hora. Pidgeot doce, talvez, seria jogo. Cara, se é Pidgeot pra doce, ele ganha, não? Porque é só ele botar o Zardon na frente e ganhar. Eu acho que acabou. Ué, ele colocou Tatsu?
Gabriel will probably be fine. He's going for it. There's the boss's orders. Oh my gosh, I think that's gonna be the game.
Acabou?
The boss's orders. Pidgeot evolved there. Quick searching. Has the energy in the deck. We have the knockout.
A energia.
Almost. You have to play the boss's orders first.
Yep.
There's the boss's orders.
Isso. Esse não faz errado. É. O cara foi gente boa ainda. Ele tava locado de item de apoiador ali, né? Ele não poderia dar.
LAIC.
Wow.
Apoiador não, é de ferramenta. Então ele teria que trocar o Jelly. O cara foi obrigado a colocar o Mil na mesa, né? O cara foi obrigado a colocar o Mil na mesa e deu a partida por causa do Mil. Não tinha o que fazer, porque se ele não bota o Mil na mesa, ele não chega naquela tentativa de tentar inibir o cara de jogar. Jogar atrasado ali, fudeu demais ele. É uma match difícil, Zard contra Zard sempre foi isso. Por mais que ele consiga jogar, difícil. Se você não tá na frente, é muito tenso. Sim, faz tempo, né? Pra você ver. Cara, vai ser uma final do LAIC de 2 BR, amém. BR representando a porra do país, né? Muito obrigado. Final do LAIC de 2 BR. Agora que vem o melhor aí. Quanto BR tá jogando de quê mesmo? Guard, né? Era esse build guard. Era um Gardevoir contra um Mega Absol e ganhando o Mega Absol. Vai ser Gardevoir e Zard, afinal. Que novidade. Parece que eu tô assistindo uma partida aqui quando eu comecei a jogar, mas pelo menos a 2 BR. Bravo, bravo. Jogou muito, velho. Por mais que o amigo ali se fudeu demais na primeira, na segunda, né? Nossa senhora, a mão ali não ajudou ele de veras. Ele jogou ainda.
Just the Mew get taken down, and Sebastian decided it was time for heading into the second game, where things were looking a lot better. He started the Frillish, he item locked Gabriel. Gabriel was forced to go into that Pheasantipity, who was probably cruel arrowed more in this tournament than any other Pheasantipity in the history of Pheasantipities. So, yeah, but that Iono that he played himself, essentially the next 6 cards were just not good, and Gabriel very correctly identified this, didn't play any Iono to help out Sebastian, eventually ended up playing that on first stamp. Clefairy even showed up to try and give Sebastian some help, and finally found the Lily, and then it got taken away by the on first stamp.
Yes, this Lily's Clefairy, again, the raw energy attachment there, but of course this was the game-ending turn. Boss's orders on the Mew and the rare Candy Charizard. This was post the devolution turn. The one ray of hope Sebastian had. Item lock, devolution, but it was not stopping Gabriel Fernandez for winning that game.
Yeah, I mean, amazing to see. On paper, Charizard has a natural advantage against Gardevoir. It's not exactly that simple, right? But, I mean, this game looked as simple as it gets, right? It was one player flying through their actions, the item lock causing issues, but not so much when Sebastian was just not drawing anything to help him out. And as we talked about, 20 damage, item lock is very powerful in the beginning, but eventually if enough turns pass and you're not doing anything else outside of that, then your opponent will eventually top deck the cards they need.
Yeah, I agree. That
não só top DK, quanto ele vai armando, vai arrumando a mão e vai jogando depois, né?
20 damage hits. What was it, like a 4-turn knockout for the Tatsugiri, which didn't even get knocked out. But right now, I want to take a look at, Pablo, our current standings, our current bracket.
2 BR, tal, chupa!
Pedro Petrucci, guaranteed Brazilian winner here at LAIC. How exciting is that?
And Gabriel has not dropped a single match in Top Cut. He went undefeated in the Swiss portion of the tournament. And, I mean, what can stop him, right? I mean, Pedro obviously did really well.
Cara, falou dele, chupa aí.
2-1 against Ilya, beat Yoshiyuki 2-0 as well. Both players probably feeling very confident, but can Pedro take down this final Charizard boss?
It is looking very, very scary. Gabriel Fernandez on fire. The only thing hotter probably is his own Charizard EX. But of course, we not only have the Masters competing here at LAIC, let's go ahead and take a look at the senior bracket as well. And ooh, quite a top cut here. Look at that. Nathan Osterkatz made it all the way to at least the semifinals. Nathan Osterkatz, again, amazing player. I believe he has 10 regional championship wins and 3 ICs, but unfortunately stopped there by Camille, and Camille finds himself in the finals. On the other side of the bracket, though, Luca Levain, definitely very successful run here, and finds himself in the finals as well.
And now let's take a look at the junior bracket, see how things played out there. So we had a 15-player top cut for seniors, and we had 12 players top cutting for juniors. I do believe we see the Ono brother and sister combo, Annabelle falling in that asymmetrical top cut, Kenji advancing to top 8 but falling as well to Luke, and we have Reed Hartman against Haruki in the finals.
I recognize so many of these junior names now with how well these players have been doing. Like Callan O'Brien has found himself multiple times in the finals of regionals this season. And of course the Ono kids, just both of them in top cut again. It's time for other people to win the ICs as, again, yeah, you said, Reed Hartman against Haruki Okunushi. It's going to be exciting. A lot of action tomorrow. A lot of Pokemon going to be played. Yeah.
Now we have our TCG finalists right here holding those very cool plushies. I guess the Masters are not as cool as the kids to have any plushies with them. They're a bit more serious. And yeah, I mean, finals tomorrow starting from 12:25 p.m. Juniors finals and seniors finals, and then Masters finals. I'm very excited, Juancho.
Yes, again, that's the schedule for our stream. But of course, we have a different start time for tomorrow because Championship Sunday are all the games. You can enjoy all avenues of Pokemon. We start tomorrow at 9 a.m. So bright and early, but you get to enjoy all aspects of Pokemon: VGC, Go, Unite, and TCG. Of course, I want to remind folks at home to follow all our socials. X, YouTube, Instagram is going to be #play_Pokemon, and make sure you use the hashtag Pokemon LAIC so we can all see your posts. That's one of my favorite things to see, how you enjoy the Pokemon trading card game or the Pokemon franchise in general.
And if you're going to be watching any of the broadcasts tomorrow, we do have plenty of rewards for watching, plenty of codes available as well. We have the in-game redemptions for the Pokemon trading card game live action. Some very nice, beautiful looking cards, some very cool in-game accessories so that you can look very nice when you are playing in the Pokemon trading card game ladder.
I need these. Of course, you could also use LAIC 26 Phantasmal Flames to get 4 packs. Everyone loves opening packs. The only thing I like more is opening these newer sets. And of course, the set that contains Mega Charizard X. It's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't claimed that either. I have to do that.
Yeah. And then, of course, Pokemon trading card game are not the only rewards you can get. You can also celebrate Pokemon Go as well, getting that Araquanid utilized by its AXN's NAIC winning team, and that elite technical machine that lets you remember one of your Pokemon's moves that is your choice instead of it being randomized.
Very, very elite. But of course, let's not forget our friends over at the video game. Definitely use LAIC 26 Tailwind. Replace all the I's with 1 to grab this Whimsicott. Again, this is Federico Camporesi's 2025 NAIC winning Whimsicott. I wonder what the moveset is for this guy. Again, Whimsicott has a lot of great attacks. I guess I have to watch NAIC last year to find out, right? Or redeem this.
And now we also have Unite. We get a Venusaur medal, very emblematic of the current Mega Venusaur stage we have set here at LAIC. So make sure you get that Platinum emblem. Those are not easy to come by, and you also get your beautiful stickers so you can add to your profile and make sure everyone knows you were here living the moment.
Yes, representing that I was at LAIC 2026, enjoying Pokemon, making history as well. I love that. I need that sticker too.
And well, that's going to be it from us, Juancho. We're very excited for Championship Sunday tomorrow. We really hope you will join us. Make sure you check out Pokemon.com/broadcast to tune in. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, Sao Paulo.
Achei que a final ia ser hoje. Eles vão deixar a final pra amanhã, que merda. Bom, pelo menos deu pra ver o BR amassando ferinha ali. Tomando. Meu Deus. Não, tudo bem, porque eu tô na moda aqui. Problema. Ela está, você não deixa ele inteiro. Se quiser comprar na Amazon, tiver cupom. Compre. Isso é bom. Bom para o aplicativo da Amazon. Deixa eu ver o que é isso. Só assim. 3 está ajudando um só, velho. Você não batalha. Peguei o Kindle mais básico, tá? Kindle mais básico. Tem o pãozinho, que é R$ 75 da Black Friday. Tinha ele e o verde. Entrega assim, né? Ah! O pãozinho da Black Friday. Apenas isso, eu corri atrás, né, mano? Não tem aplicativo, né? Sem falar no celular da Maria. Da Maria, com certeza. Tá lá, mano. Às vezes eles vão mandar o. Tem pizza na geladeira, viu? Eu não pedi nada hoje. Ah, eu fui pegar o celular da Maria, Black Friday, né? Ou fraude, no caso, essa Friday. Achei o Kindle em promoção, tava bem o valor até. Ela tava querendo um Kindle faz um tempinho, peguei pra ela. Presente de aniversário do ano que vem adiantado. Igual foi o celular. Deixa eu ver aqui o negócio. Deixa eu dar uma olhada agora que o Abis falou. E realmente, 22 aninhos, 20 aninhos de Xbox 360, lançado em 22 de novembro. Quais são considerados os melhores jogos de 360? Dá uma olhada. Geralmente. Os mais populares ou mais bem avaliados. Mass Effect, os Batman Arkham, Skyrim, obviamente, Elder Scrolls 4, Red Dead. Isso explica muito porque a geração 360 passou batidaço por mim, assim. Isso que esses aqui não são exclusivos 360 também, né? 360 já foi uma geração que foi bem mais multi. GTA V, Dark Souls, os COD Black Ops, Fable 2, Forza. Quando eu tive 360, ele tinha mais a função de dar uma desafogada do meu PC, que não era tão bom, então tinha título que eu jogava nele, né? Preferia jogar nele do que estar jogando no PC. Tanto que foi ali que eu joguei boa parte de tiro, né? Tempinho da hora. Perfeito.